Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show, and I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Wade. And today I have another guest for you. Her name is Pam Marcheski. Pam is the founder of Intentions to Actions Leadership. She's a certified MP coach, mindful leadership expert, and a former Fortune 500 executive. Our topic today with her is about leading from the inside out. Real leadership in a noisy world. In a world that never stops talking, real leadership starts with quieting the noise inside. Pam Marcheski, founder of Intentions to Actions Leadership, believes the leaders performing at the highest level today aren't the loudest or busiest. They're the ones with the strongest internal leadership. She breaks it down to 5 essentials: calm, confidence, curiosity, compassion, and clarity, the traits that help people make better decisions, stay steady under pressure, and connect with others in real ways. Let's go ahead and welcome Pam Marcheski.
Thank you. It's great to be with you and your audience.
Yes, Pam. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Well, the last time we were together was at the University Club.
It was, yeah. Not too long ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also did the event where you were the moderator, and you hosted that event with some few city officials.
Yeah. That was a great
Is
event.
that something that you do all the time?
Well, I'm on that committee. Okay. So the business networking, the quarterly business networking for the University Club. And I've been a member of the club for 7 years now. Hard to believe. And just joined that committee recently. And I love it because it gives us a lot of good information about what's happening in our community and different opportunities. So,
how long have you been a member of University Club?
A little over 7 years.
7 years. So you're kind of like one of the foundations of that organization, is it?
Well, this is the longest I've ever lived in any city, in any town. So it's a little bit surprising to me too when I say 7 years.
Okay.
In my entire lifetime. But it's a wonderful place for work, but it's also just really become a gathering place of friends too. So it's a great community.
Okay. Well, I've read a little bit about your background. So if, in your own words, how did it all start for you, journey-wise?
Well, start this in the company Intentions to Actions?
Yes.
Yeah. It started, I was in corporate retail for years. Okay. Did every job under the sun, 12 years at Sears, 13 years at JCPenney's. Loved it.
JCPenney.
Yeah.
Okay.
My last role with JCPenney's, I was the vice president for the Midwest, Northwest region.
Okay.
And I was living in Seattle, and I loved my roles in retail, and I'm really grateful for it. Me and my son got to move 14 different times, and lots of opportunity. But I came to that place where I was ready to make a change, and I wanted to actually move to California and to be closer to my son and my family.
Okay, so they lived here.
Yeah, well, my son did live here.
Okay.
And he no longer does. He's in Boston now.
Okay, so he moved after you moved.
He rewarded me with a move to Boston, but we're quite close. I'm very happy for him. He's just doing well there. And really, when I moved down here, I had intended to probably go back into another corporate role, maybe in a different industry, wasn't sure.
Okay.
And as I was looking for where I wanted to really live, I took the course MPeak through UCSD, and I loved it so much. I really made a decision at that point, like, this is it. This is something that I know is missing in development. And I made the decision to stop my search for a new role and turn down a few things and hunker down and spend a year getting certified.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, it's been a great
You're
journey.
a go-getter, are you?
Well, we get things done. Yeah, I've had lots of opportunities. So,
well, with what you do, I mean, your personality and your way of doing things, obviously, this is what you help people.
I love it. I do love that. Yeah. Yeah, I love
So,
it.
so tell me more about the coaching or it's a coaching, is it? Or is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, intentions to actions leadership. I have several funnels. One, I still do I do some business consulting and retail for sure. I love that role. I'm the vice president of retail development for Liverpool, Los Angeles Clothing. And then I do my one-on-one coaching.
Okay.
And then I offer MPeak and other courses and workshops in different corporate settings.
So tell me about what MPIC is.
So it's a mouthful if we break it down.
And why is it MPIC?
MPeak, well, it's mindful performance, enhancement, awareness, and knowledge.
Okay.
That's MPeak. And it's really about mindfulness, positive psychology, and strengths, taking your self-performance to the next level. So it's really kind of that secret sauce and how to have the edge on a higher level performance and working and getting into that flow state, but also just how to show up better for yourself and others.
Okay.
And it was designed by the neuroscience department at UCSD, along with the mindfulness department. And it was tested with the BMX Olympic team. And it's an 8-module course, and each module builds upon each other. And it really incorporates ways that we can understand our nervous system better, the stories in our head, how do we deal with stress, how to work through obstacles, whether it's the stories in our head or actual physical pain, right?
Yeah.
A whole lot on that whole piece. It brings in a lot of compassion, positive psychology, but really allows you to create a roadmap for yourself.
Okay.
And this roadmap really lets you achieve a higher level performance when put to practice, because mindfulness is a practice. In a very loud external world, how you can tap into your own internal strengths.
Wow. Well, what kind of people have you helped? I mean, in terms of business career?
Yeah, I've been fortunate. I've been able to do my work with a lot of retailers, energy companies. I do right here in San Diego with Sempra Infrastructure. I'm doing an MPeak course for 30 of their people next week.
Okay.
So I love that it's being incorporated into some of the corporate settings. MPeak has been...
So these are big corporations that you're helping.
Big corporations.
So do you also help like individuals, like, probably they're like the CEOs or individually, like...
Yeah, I've offered MPeak for individuals as well.
Okay.
So as a group, right, so individuals can take it. Me and my partner are gonna put that out again in January, so people will be able to participate. Mm-hmm. Right now I'm solely doing it with corporate settings.
Okay.
Because that bucket's full. But we really want to give people an opportunity to take advantage of it as well.
Okay.
And especially starting off the new year, just setting intentions for yourself and putting it into practice, because it is so powerful.
Okay. Can you share a story where you have taken a corporation or an individual to that kind of transformation with your process?
Yeah, well, there's lots of stories I could share. Okay. I think when you guide people to tap into themselves and understand the chatter in the head and finding that pause, they see all kinds of differences in their life. So
okay.
I have, many executives who talk about MPeak as being life-changing for them, not just in their work, in their relationship at work, but also in their relationships at home.
So you also get into that?
Well, it incorporates in.
Okay.
It's really difficult. It's not one of those where you just separate it out, right? You don't turn it off.
Yeah.
Your brain is with you all the time. Your nervous system is with you all the time. So the practices get incorporated in all parts of life, right?
Okay. So you get into any issues that they have within their relationship with other people? Yeah.
That's on them. That's up to them.
Okay.
Right? It's wherever it guides, what it gets guided there, right? If it's necessary. Okay. How do you show up and be really effective at work when you have so much going on in your external conditions, right? That might be personal. So sometimes it does get incorporated in. I will tell you probably my greatest testimonial, though, in the power of mindfulness right now and what the mind can do and the practice is really my 84-year-old father.
Okay.
And last year, and he has chronic pain, and it's not going to go away. The cartilage is gone. And about a year ago, it wasn't the pain that was withering him away; it was his mind. His relationship to the pain. So much so that he got down to 99 pounds, and to the point we had a picture where it would frighten you, and his anxiety was through the roof. And he was just really struggling because his whole life has been about using himself physically, right? That's his whole worth.
Okay.
When your identity is tied up in that, and this whole relationship. And to the point where, when I was with him, where he really had to hunker down and to stop fighting what was happening and build a different relationship and that mindset around it, and to build a different relationship with that, and to know that while he might not be able to do things at the same level, he can still do things, and finding a different way. And it got to a point pretty bad where he was in the hospital and had a panic attack. And I think I was so proud of him because he let me guide him through that, right? And just to sense into the breath. And he saw the power of letting the breath guide him back, to some sense of self. And if you saw him today, it's unbelievable. And he's put on lots of weight. I was with him recently, and he's out cutting wood again. And he's just doing it differently. So there's not a second of the day he won't have pain. But he's learned how to use his mind to adapt and adjust to it. And so when people say, oh, I'm too old for that, or I can't, just not true. Just not true. It's been life-changing for him. And he would say that. I don't have to. He's my greatest testimonial.
So, I have interviewed other people where, they're very intuitive with their process of helping other people, and you have that too. So what are some of your special skills that people need to know about how you coach them, aside from what you just shared?
I think one of the things I think coaching is a really important thing today, right? So,
it is.
In a very loud, you've got a lot of things coming at you, but to have somebody that can hold space for you in a safe way.
Okay, that's the key word.
That's really important, right? I really have no judgment of what comes up for anybody, because I think everything's inside everybody. We all have that potential. It's just allowing people to tap into what is it they need.
Yeah.
And it's not mine to fix. It's not mine to solve for. It's allowing them to find their own way. So I like to describe it more as I'd like to guide rather than give. I always say it's all inside. Guide, don't give.
Some people
Trust the
are
process.
fearful of sharing.
Sometimes.
And how do you allow people to open up and really trust you?
They find their way.
They find their way.
They
It's
just
just the way
do.
you communicate with them.
Yeah, they just find their way. I don't have to tell them, when it's right, it'll be right.
Okay.
It'll be
So
right.
you take your time with them.
Yeah.
So what's the normal time frame for someone to really work with you?
It varies.
It varies?
Yeah, it really varies. Depending if it's a corporate executive, sometimes it could be 10 sessions, and it could be practical leadership and some mindfulness, right? Because I still, I do believe that we can't just say it's just sit down and be calm and, all of that. You still have to know how to make good decisions, strategic thinking, drive results, all of those things. So it's the combination of all of it, from the internal and the external. Sometimes it's a long relationship. I have some clients I've had for 6-7 years.
Wow.
And so
they're very comfortable with you.
It really varies. Yeah.
Well, your experience is so broad that you can really help anyone from a small business ownership and to a large corporation. I mean, that's just incredible of experience that you have.
Yeah, I've loved these last few years in my company because I always say my life in retail gives you a PhD in human behavior.
Yeah.
When you're in retail. But the joy of I get to now work with so many small business owners that own retail stores through the work I do with Liverpool. And to help guide them in anything that they need has been such a joy. Okay. But then also to get to be in a larger corporate setting. It's been great.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a commercial break here, and we will be right back here on the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show with Pam.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.